Although it's still technically summer, I'm kind of over it and I'm ready for fall. So let's do a fall getting ready with me. I have some products here that are new that I really want to try out. So I figured let's do a little sit down getting ready. First new product I have here is by SHISEIDO. It's their Power Infusing Serum and it's supposed to be used before your moisturizer. So I figured I would just try it out. I don't know what the claims are or what it's meant to do, but I just feel like they have such great skincare products. First impression is like, it's a very lightweight serum. It's very hydrating too. I have sensitive skin and normally the moment I apply a product to my face, it starts to sting a little bit. And this is not stinging one bit, so might be friendly for sensitive skin, but I can't make those claims. But wow, look at my complexion. So it retails for $145. Inspired by over 30 years of skin immunity research, this serum helps to prevent and visibly correct signs of aging, promoting a youthful, radiant appearance. 95% saw an improved radiance. I could see that happening over time. If I were to use this every day for like weeks, like look how much more radiant my skin is. And I also want to note, like, your skin isn't wet. Like the serum is completely absorbed right now. It feels really good, not too sticky. Oh, fresh and fast absorbing texture that I can speak to. For all skin types, dermatology tested. You can refill this. I kind of like this actually. I'm very happy I tried it. I've had it sitting down in my beauty area for a while now and I've been meaning to try it. I will say though, I definitely can tell that I need some sort of moisturizer on top of it. It's not enough to hydrate the skin. Like I need something. So give me a sec because I didn't grab that. Okay, a moisturizer that I like to use is the BOBBI Brown. This is their vitamin enriched face base. It's a very hydrating product. I feel like if you want something that works really well under your makeup, this is really nice. I mean, you can use any moisturizer you want, but I feel like a thicker moisturizer always works well for me. My skin is technically combination, but I am on like the drier end of that scale. So I do like a moisturizer that's a little thick. So I'm just gonna go in with this. And it's so nice too on the skin, like it feels amazing. And it has this like really lovely like scent to it. I'm gonna go in with the Summer Fridays Shade Drops. This is an SPF. Do I love it? Well, I shouldn't say no because I literally use it every chance I get, so maybe I love it. I just wouldn't like recommend it though because it's only SPF 30. I feel like I need at least a 45. At least a 45. Like my skin, I have a lot of skin issues and a big part of my skincare routine is my SPF. I will say, back to the serum, it layers really well with other products. There's no piling going on, skin feels good, so that's nice to know. So we're gonna jump right in to eyebrows. I normally like to do my brows before I put anything else on my face, but I just really wanted to just do a blind reaction without anything on my face, brows and all, because brows have a way of tricking you into thinking like you like something. Let me know if you are the same. Like once my brows are done, like everything looks cute. So for my brows, I love to do like those waxy pencils, especially on the tail end of my brows, because it's easy and you really don't have to think about it too much. It's just bada boom, bada bum. Like, okay, this pencil sucks. Merit's eyebrow pencil, no. It always breaks though, like always, always, always. Also likes to go in with the brow pen from ABH. I like this. The only reason why I don't use it every chance I get is because it's one of those brow products that you really need to focus. It gives you like those stroke-like hair look, and I feel like I know a lot of people like that. It's not my favorite thing. Just cleaning up my brows with an Hourglass concealer here. Which I have to do whenever I use the pen like brow product, because it's not very forgiving. Like you can't just use it and say, You have to go in and like really fix it up. That's why I don't use it a lot, but I do like it. I think it's a really great product, especially if you like the hair-like effect on your brows. For me, like, I can do with it or I can do without. Like, it's not like my favorite thing. I do love a waxy pencil, but mine is acting kind of crazy. All right, so this is the brow. These are the brows. Yeah, so moving on to foundation. This is not a new foundation, but it might as well be new because I hardly use it. This is by HAUS Labs and it's their Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. I am in the shade 490, which is a medium deep cool undertone. Normally identify as a neutral skin toned person, but I'm starting to realize like I'm not as neutral. Well, I am neutral, but it's definitely, I am a little bit cool. Like, it's very slightly cool. I know I'm not warm, I'm not olive. I'm kind of like on the cooler spectrum, on the cooler side. So this foundation right now has been my go-to for special occasions, which is this, a special occasion. Whenever I get to sit down in front of a camera and film anything, I just like to use my best stuff and, you know, show up correctly for you guys because that's what you do. And also because I kind of want to show you guys the products that I'm genuinely loving right now because they make me look and feel my best. And that's it for the foundation. And this is why I love this foundation so much. Do you see the skin match on this darn foundation? I love that it's medium cool and not all the way cool because I'm not all the way cool. I'm just medium cool. Ooh. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. If you guys have not tried this foundation yet, please try it. If it's the only thing you try from this video, please try it out. So moving on with concealer, using this for a long time. I'm in the shade Teak. I'm starting to realize having that super bright under eye is like, it's not necessary. I'm gonna zoom you guys in. The less I do to my face when I'm wearing makeup, that is, the better I look. So gone are the days where I literally needed the whole concealer triangle under my eye. Now I just do a dot. Literally. I literally just do a dot. I know you guys can barely see this concealer on me because the shade isn't that far from like my foundation. The concealer placement I do. I'm looking at myself here, by the way, for a second, just so you guys can really, yeah. So I don't do a lot. I keep it very, 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 very simple. And I like to let my concealer dry down just a little. When it dries too much, it's harder to blend and I'm not really great at blending. So like halfway. And I kind of just use the tip and I just blend out the outer corner, keeping the focus as high as possible. So try not to go downward and under the eyes. And this is enough product for under the eyes. I mean, in fact, it might be a little bit too much. I like to bring my concealer around like my nose area. I feel like that looks really pretty on me. So I do that, but it might not work for like your face, and that's okay. The more you do your makeup, you will learn like little techniques and tricks that just work for you, and you know, it's totally fine. That's why I say it takes practice. Practice makes perfect. Now let's do the nose, looking in my mirror here. Okay, I'm gonna do a lighter concealer. Just a little bit of it though. I know, I was literally talking all that crap a while ago, like keep it natural. But you know what? Because this concealer is literally just the one I used prior, I mean, it's just so close to like my skin tone. It's not really giving me the contrast that I really wanted. I'm gonna add a little bit of this lighter one, and the lighter shade, the shade that I use for a brighter look is Valley. So Teak is like my go-to shade for a very natural look, and then I add Valley on top just for a little, you know, pop. Like I'm literally doing little dots all over. That's it. And this one I'm gonna let dry down though, just because it needs to, I don't want it to spread out too much. I want it to be in these specific areas that I just placed it in. Blending this out now. It's not enough to really make a difference. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I'm gonna do for that. Okay, new product, ABH. She released these Magic Touch Blush Trios. This is in the shade hair in my mouth. Okay, this is in the shade Berry Rose. It's scary. It has the shades Fuchsia, Orange Red, and Mulberry. Fuchsia and Mulberry looks like something that I would love to wear. I've never tried this before on my face. I've only ever swatched it with my finger. I'm gonna try Mulberry first, just because it's the safest shade in this trio. And I'm gonna keep it very high. Okay, it's not bad. It's honestly like a berry shade. It's not bad. Still scary, but not bad. Keeping this very high. I'm continuing to smile like a crazy person. So I keep the placement exactly where I want it. I kind of want to try the other shades too, but I'm like so scared. I cannot. You know what? I'm not gonna, oh, absolutely not. I can't. So I'm gonna swatch them though. So this is Orange Red and Fuchsia. Yeah, exactly. Do you see how pigmented that is? All right, time to set the face. I'm gonna be using my Hourglass setting powder. This is in translucent medium. Also, my camera keeps overheating, so it keeps like cutting off at weird areas, so I'm so sorry about that. This camera has a serious overheating problem, and Canon, you know you're my favorite, but fix it. Oh, did I show you? I took the powder out of the compact like this, and I dabbed the excess on the palms of my hand, and I just use whatever is left on the brush under my eyes. That way I'm not ending up with like a cakey look, and it's just gonna look airbrushed and beautiful as we want. Try to keep this powder exactly where you want it to be, like not like all over, because right now my entire nose is white, which is not what we were going for. That's why I say like just be very specific with where you place it. Let's move on to the other new product that I'm using here. This is by Makeup by Mario. It's their Soft Sculpt Blurring Bronzer. I am in the shade Dark. So I've only set under my eyes so far, so everything else is pretty much wet. I'm gonna go in with the bronzer to see if it works well on like, I cannot see a thing. It's, oh, that's actually really pretty. Yeah, I sometimes don't like to put setting powder and then put bronzer on top of my setting powder. I like to just bronze my face first and then go in with my setting powder as the last step for those areas that don't have any setting product. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is a very pretty bronzer. It's very, very soft. It's definitely a soft sculpt for sure. It's not harsh. I'm trying to see if you guys can tell on camera if it's even doing anything. I feel like it is. Okay. So, because it's so close to my skin tone, I'm having trouble like really seeing if it's really showing up. That's why. But I think it is. I like to use my bronzer brush that I use on my face, on my nose as well. I just scrunch it really tightly and I just do it on my nose as well. I'm gonna take like a powder brush and I'm just gonna prop that bronzer in my crease as well. You guys know I am a whatever I do to my face, I kind of do to my eyes. And I feel like your bronzer shade is your perfect transitioning shade. It's the perfect crease color. You don't need to go out and buy an eyeshadow palette for this. Just use whatever you're using to bronze your face, if it's powder, and it's going to honestly give you the perfect transition shade. Like, I highly recommend. Okay, I'm gonna go in with a little bit more blush. This is the Gucci Blush Debut in the shade Warm Berry number 6. I've been using this blush for a long time. I feel like I always try to use something different, but then this blush just looks at me through my makeup container and is like, please don't do this. Now, normally I would put blush on my lids as well, but I'm going for like a very neutral look. I just want my cheeks to have color. I want everything else to be very neutral. So we're not gonna add any blush to the lids today. Something I haven't done in a minute is apply eyeliner. I have not been using eyeliner. This is the Valentino Beauty Twin Liner. I love the Valentino one because you have like the marker side, which is perfect for like precision. You guys don't always have to add my mole back. This liner is pretty good. It's just like really precise. Not me doing my eyeliner with one hand. Okay, Octavia. Yeah, I like to do like a really nice, cute little curve just like that. And then I like to go over this line with this one by One Size. This is their Point Made Bodacious Black. It's very black. So I like to use this just to go over everything. And the tip is like, look at that. Mascara right now that I really love. Well, not right now. I've been using this. This is my favorite mascara. This is by YSL Beauty. I have been using this other mascara by Swede. Really great brand as well, by the way. And I believe it's a clean beauty brand. This is one of those mascaras that I love to wear because a little goes a long way. And I don't ever feel like I need lashes. I've never worn false lashes. You guys know this. I've never really worn them. Well, I'm lying. I used to wear lash extensions, but I've never like glued on falsies or anything like that. That's just never been something that I've done. And not because I don't want to. It's just the fact that I have naturally really long lashes and I don't really feel like I need falsies. But because of that too, I'm very picky with the mascaras that I use. I need something that gives me that lash effect and really allow my natural lashes to pop. And this YSL Beauty one is really nice. I'm gonna like lower the exposure a little bit so you guys can really see like my lashes. Now let's get into lips, my favorite part. So this is the NARS Brown Lip Liner. It's a precision lip liner. This is in the shade Spunk. This is a brown that I genuinely really love. I think it's just the perfect neutral brown. It's not too brown, it's not too light, it's not too dark, it's just perfect. Then we have my ABH lip liner here in the shade Malt. I feel like I've been using a lot of ABH's product today. But this is Malt just below. So it's a slightly lighter brown. Go in with the ABH and we're gonna go in with this. It's in the shade Malt. I'm just gonna line my lips. This color is actually so good, it's insane. This is the perfect brown for like me. As you can see, like on its own, it doesn't look too crazy. It's almost like the same color as like my face, but just a little bit more depth. So it's, I don't know, like it's perfect. I normally like even like wear it on its own like this with a little chapstick. And by blending it out, it kind of gives my lips like a natural, like, I don't know. I just really like it. I can't even like really explain what's going on, but it's actually really, really good. We're gonna be using my Amicole lip oil. This is in the shade Excellence. I love this shade because it's the perfect neutral. And whenever I don't want anything to interrupt the brown tones in my lips from the liner, I go in with a brown gloss as my base. I will always go in with a really nice frosty pink to kind of finish things off. This is the L'Oreal Plump Ambition Hyaluron Lip Oil. So it's a plumping lip oil. It's in the shade Milky Nude. And this just acts as like the perfect topper finisher for that brown base that we had prior. It is just like the perfect natural lip color. Like it's honestly perfect. Depending on the kind of day I'm going to be having, I will use my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish setting spray or my L'Oreal Infallible. This is honestly so good for like a long lasting makeup look. Trust me, but I'm honestly gonna take this off in like 2 hours, so I'm not gonna waste my product. This is perfect and it's gonna give me the perfect dewy look. But this is the finished look, you guys. My camera's dying again, so I really have to run. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and the products will be linked below.